Send me a postcard, drop me a line, stating point of view. Indicate precisely what you mean to say. You're sincerely wasting away. Give me your answer. Hey, Cesaro's here, and Chris Reeves, Ryan's back. Almighty Poo-Poo, Jesse Murray, Mr. Zedekai, Aditya Mankar, Immortal Pride, Team U, Jusilla, Wolverine's back, OG shit. Hey, Ivan's in, Lex is here, Mo's back, Robert, I got behind, Mike K, Sammy Dre, Dewey, Joe Chronic, Mr. KO, is that? Sharingan Master, Lud's in, Sarah, Christina, Seth, Casper Wallace, Spoonie. I like that. I like the name Spoonie. I don't know why. Simple things make me laugh. Rashab? Did I say that even close right? Curtis Strager. Yeah, I'll get you. It looks like actually, wow. Susan must have made a mistake and sent out notifications. I'll give you guys the rundown on it. I'll have to mention a couple times during the stream as it turns over. But you guys will like this one. I'm in the midst of battling with YouTube right now. Again, it's a losing battle because you won't beat YouTube until somebody takes and invests the money into a lawyer and actually goes after YouTube. But I'll tell you what happened on this one. When nuclear strike the people who copyright strike you. Well, this one you'd have to go after Sony Music Japan. But they're a common... This time it's on YouTube. And you guys know, you guys have heard me rant about this stuff before. You guys know I'm fair to YouTube. If I think they were doing things as best they can. I've said that. This time, it was all YouTube. This one is a complete YouTube fuck up. Unbelievable what they did. Actually, okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you guys exactly what happened. Now, when we started Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I uploaded the first one to YouTube, episode 1. It immediately got a strike. I counterclaim the strike, as I always do whenever I get them from these Japanese companies. As typical, what happens, you counterclaim. It takes YouTube a couple, 3 days to review your counterclaim. They see it has merit. They send it through to the company. The company dropped it. Again, they always do because, first of all, I am within fair use. Second of all, they're doing it just to be a pain in the ass because the Japanese companies don't like American fair use. They know there's not a goddamn thing they can do about it because it's our laws, but they don't like it. So this has happened, you guys know, at least a dozen times. Not on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, but overall. So just a few days ago, I get another strike just randomly out of the middle of nowhere. We've been done with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood here on the channel for months. And I get another strike from a video from almost a year ago, episode 22, randomly, of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. So I'm like, all right, well, I just got to go through the process again. Now, here's the twist. I send in my counterclaim. YouTube writes back and says, we've determined that you did not have the rights to use that content, and we are not forwarding your information to Sony, who filed the complaint. First time ever. I've had over a dozen of these because I do things within fair use, or I can make the strong case that they're within fair use. You guys know I'm a fanatic about reading it. It's raining altar boys, hallelujah, Wolverine says. I'm a fanatic for trying to stay within those parameters. So what YouTube has done here is they basically just accused me of copyright infringement. Not only that, that video was made the exact same way as episode 1 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was, in which case they put the counterclaim through and it was dropped. Now, just randomly, they have decided, doing things the same way I always have, that no, we're going to be judge and jury, and we've determined that they said that I'm infringing on copyrights. Now, I've got emails going back and forth, not that it's going to do any good. The thing about all this is, because the first one went through, and a dozen others have gone through, if they, say Sony Music came through and put a copyright strike on a bunch of them now, took my channel down. Of course, I could and would sue YouTube at that point, because I've already talked to a lawyer about this when we had an issue a long time ago. I could sue them at that point for an estimate of how much they have cost me. So in other words, if they shut my channel down, and it's not even, now we're not even talking about fair use law. We're talking about the fact that at one point, YouTube set a precedent saying that, yes, my defense is legitimate. Here, we'll forward it to the company. And now they're saying, no, no, we've decided you're not within fair use. So they set a precedent telling me that what I was doing was okay. Now they're saying what I'm doing is not okay. So if they take that next step and continued that and shut the channel down, that's what I'd be filing a lawsuit on. And what the attorney told me was you can sue them basically for any amount you want, because you can say, listen, whether YouTube, I make ad revenue here, but YouTube also helps to bring in people over to the Goosh. We could sue them for all potential earnings from now until the end of time. So nobody could tell exactly what that is. So he said you just figure on the real high side. Now, if I was a YouTuber, like most YouTubers who are in their mid-20s, that could be, that's 40 years worth of revenue. At my age, it might be 35 minutes worth of revenue, but still, I would sue them for it anyway. So $1 billion, Jack Queen says. So that's where we stand. Now that, again, I've always said YouTube's copyright system, the blocking system, is bullshit. The copyright system was the best they could do. Because again, they do have to do something, and what they'd been doing was fair, where they take a look, at how you're doing things and then send it on to the company. But them now saying that I'm not doing things within fair use, making their own judgment on that, they're basically telling me that I broke the law with no proof whatsoever, because again, I still stand by it. And having a dozen times prior said, oh yeah, no, you're right, that's within fair use, let's send it along. Now on time, I'd have to count them up to know exactly what it is, but say time 13, they say, nope, now we're saying you did something wrong. So that's where we are. Stuart says, a lot of anime reactors block Japan. They said it stops 90% of the strikes. I believe this was discussed a while back. Just a reminder. Yeah, I did that for a while, Stuart. We had talked about that, and it didn't make any difference. I was still getting the same things coming in. I think it's because I would imagine they monitor the channel, but not only from Japan. I mean, I know they have their fingers in America as well, as well. It's something I could think about. I could go back to blocking Japan on the videos. But when I tried it last time and I was having the issues with it, it didn't make any difference. But even beyond that, this one isn't on the Japanese companies. This one's on YouTube. What right does YouTube have to say that this can't be sent forth? And I sent them, trust me, I sent them an email explaining all that to them. And of course, the initial response you get is a form letter. They take keywords from emails, their tech support does, and they just send you a form letter, which is infuriating as hell. Reminding me about copyright law. It's like, listen, asshole, I've read copyright law, I'll bet you 100 times more often than have you. Don't tell me about copyright law. Answer my goddamn question, which is, why was this okay 12 times before and not okay this time? This is directly at YouTube. Why did you change the way you're doing things? So we'll see what they happen now that I followed up again. 3 takes. Yeah, I remember that. I remember you, Recon. Susan, hashtag Susan the Slut DJ says. But that's where we stand. Again, I'll have to really tread lightly on what I upload now, even more so than usual, because I don't want to get 2 strikes, so then we can't even do things like this, which is live stream. But I'm anxious to see, well, I'm probably not anxious. It'll be interesting to see what YouTube's response is to that. How something can be fine a dozen times, and on the 13th time, it's like, nah. Did I get a chance to see the video you recommended? I'd have to go back through, Ivan, and look, where was it? Where was that conversation at the Goosh? Again, I watched so much stuff without knowing exactly what it was. I'd have to go back through and see if I saw it. I watched a couple while I was on vacation. Ever since I've been back, I've actually been just focusing on trying to catch up. I'd have to look at it again. Michael says, sorry that this question... Oh, no, that's all right. I would just want to explain to everybody what was going on. That this question has nothing to do with the latest copyright strike, but we watched that last trailer I recommended the stream before last. Okay, now, I've got to... I got to go back through to remember these. Hold on, let me look them up and I'll tell you. Diamond Dog, you want me to go beat them up? Yes. Stuart, either I have the launch codes ready, just give me the command. Apparently 2 nukes weren't enough. I like having you guys on my side and having you well armed. Let me see. Michael's video, I gotta remember where I put that. I want to say yes, I did, but you guys know me and my memory. Michael. Oh, it was War of the Spark official trailer, correct? Hold on. Let me... And I got to remember where Ivan's recommendation was. Let me open it in a new window. And I'll tell you if I saw... Oh, yes, I did watch this, Michael. I didn't understand a lot of it because I know nothing about Magic the Gathering. I'd have to rewatch it again because you know how bad I can't even let too much of the audio play. We don't want to take any chances. Yes, I did watch this, though. It was stunning. The visuals in it were really, really crazy. I love the visuals. But as far as understanding, I don't know anything about Magic the Gathering. But if you were interested, if you had any interest whatsoever in things of that nature, it would certainly suck you in because the video itself was fantastic made. Incredibly made. Yeah, stream shut down in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, pretty much, Lude. M says, I'm not saying I have nukes we could drop on Japan, but I might have nukes we could drop on Japan. Yeah, well, yeah, Japan's got a lot of nerve. It's not like we haven't done that before, bitches. But in all fairness, Sony Music Japan was just following the same bullshit, whiny little bitch modus operandi they have in the past, and that they don't like American fair use. It's YouTube who really fucked up this one. I mean, that was just stunning to me. And I know they'll just refuse to answer the question, but how can I be doing things right that many times in a row, then all of a sudden, nope. That's what gets me. Philip says, glad to be back in the streams. Ordinarily, I'd be at work by now, but fortunately, Canada is the only former member of the British Commonwealth that still celebrates Queen Victoria's birthday. Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. Oh, we got a holiday coming this weekend. Is Memorial Day, so everybody will be off on Monday. So that's the thing about being retired. It's hard to keep track of even the holidays anymore. Plus, I even hesitate to say work because I like what I do. I like making videos and I like posting videos, but I don't. Outside of when I'm on vacation, I don't take any days off. You know, I do stuff with the channel every day, so every day's a holiday to me. But I didn't know that. I didn't know you guys got that day off. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it was at the Goosh. It's an Angry Joe video. Oh, no, I didn't get to see that yet, Ivan. Just because it was so long. That's right. I haven't seen that yet. Braxton loves Angry Joe. I meant to ask him that, too. I'll go revisit your message at the Goosh. I want to see if he saw it. Because he watches Angry Joe a lot. But no, I hadn't. Again, just because since I've been back, I've been really humping on getting videos put out to catch back up again. And so I didn't. It's like, if I remember, it's like half an hour video. Doesn't seem like much, but I'll tell you how bad it is. How bad my times are. I was doing a Gusha 100 video yesterday. It was. Oh God! Think of the title of the video. I got it right on the tip of my tongue. I can't say it. Naruto, the self-made hypocrite. So I was watching that yesterday, and of course, home here alone with just my mom and my stepdaughter downstairs. And my mom had an issue again. The memory is just gone now. Had an issue yesterday, so I had to stop that in the middle. Go down and take care of that, which took me the rest of the evening, and I haven't even got to come back and watch the second half of that video yet. So it's been crazy catching up, but I will try and watch that. I just got to set aside the time for it. Piss Joe, you mean? Let's see. I like Emerald. Jack says, I like sitting on your couch made of nightmares. Couch made of nightmares. That's kind of a cool phraseology there. I kind of like that. A couch of nightmares. Soon YouTube will be on the Killjoy side of the web. Yeah, video for life. But again, I'd always been, you guys know that, I've said all along that actually YouTube's copyright system, although flawed, or their system for allowing copyright claims to be made, although flawed, I understand the position they were in and why they had to do it that way. So I never bitched about it too much. But when they turn around and they tell me, oh no, we can't forward this because what you're doing isn't within fair use, it's like, who the fuck are you, YouTube? Oh, hold on. Oh, there it is. They have no right to say that because they're not even correct. Mr. Zadakai says, "Hey Curtis, are you enjoying One Piece more or less than you thought you would when you started? Way more." And not that I had any. I thought it was going to be good. I had even mentioned that maybe this would be the one that would, if any, could take over from Hunter x Hunter for me as my all-time favorite. One Piece had the best opportunity. I never thought it would happen that fast. I'm so enamored of those characters, that storytelling, and I think a lot of it is Monkey D. Luffy is the perfect character for me. He's got all the elements in his personality that I really enjoy. I like his slow-wittedness. I like his badassery and the fact that he loves a fight, and just the simple nature of him. And the undercurrent of conversation in One Piece, I mean, not even the main line dialogue, the undercurrents of conversation are some of my favorite things I've ever watched in anything. They do, again, they do background noise conversation better than anything I've ever watched, and it makes me laugh my ass off. Am I hyped for Rick and Morty season 4? You know what? It's Dan. I watched Rick and Morty like season and a half, and it was never on purpose. I just kind of forgot to go back and watch episodes, and I never caught back up again. And again, not for any reason. It didn't do anything to lose my interest or anything. Just time and not getting back to something. But I gotta go back just to catch up again. Hey, Niners fan, good to see you, pal. I just excuse me. Are Jews allowed to say the N word? Dasbrote says, we were slaves, we're in the ghetto, lived in Africa, we're shitted on by Spain. Some similarities there, absolutely. Well, the thing is, Sony's been moving their headquarters to California now, so they can't really make that Japanese law excuse. Yeah, and that's the thing, Chrome. They're a major pain in the side. I mean, even places like Toei have gotten smarter. A lot of times now, if I get anything claimed by Toei, they third-party claim it. Smartest thing you can do. It's like, you can't stop us from posting it if it's within fair use. If you third-party claim it, go ahead. You can take the ad revenue from it. I don't care. As long as I can display it, so, we can enjoy it together. I don't care if they take the ad revenue. And that's what they've been doing. But Sony Music Japan, again, it had never been an issue before because every time they've hit me with one, I just counterclaim it and they drop it. And then YouTube decided this time that I'm apparently violating copyright law. I would love to get an explanation from them how I'm doing this, but I'm sure they'll avoid it. I'll let you guys know when I get the email back. Gimster says, just letting you guys know that I managed to disturb this messed up old geezer with my Gusha 100. I don't know how I should feel about that. That was a disturbing video. Gimster's talking about obviously a Gusha 100 video he sponsored, and it was Mini Lad reading some horror stories from Reddit, and the last one, he's right, was actually disturbing. And you guys know it takes a lot to. I mean, I see stuff. The last time I can say I was really disturbed was probably episode 4 of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. The whole Nina thing, but this was right up there. Brother Malachi says Gulag needs to have an antitrust suit. Yeah, they do. They have too much power and don't care about freedom of speech, press, nor fair use. You are 100% correct. They and Facebook are standard oil 2.0. The net age is the new gilded age. No, I agree with you completely, Brother Malachi. They are power run amok. And something like this points out. This points it out if for no other reason than, okay, you can say we're a huge conglomerate. We have this many million videos coming up, this many tens or hundreds of thousands of uploaders. So there could be a mistake like what happened to me made. I'd give them. If I got an email back from them saying, we went over your video, you're right, it's the same as the others were, if it's within fair use, we'll forward this along, I'd be willing to say, okay, if mistakes happen. But I would bet every last time I have that's not going to happen, because what YouTube does is even when they fuck up, we all know this, they dig their heels in. They will not admit, and that's Google as a whole. They're not going to admit that they did something wrong. So they're just going to say, well, that's our decision now, deal with it. You have to live with it because this is the decision we made. And they won't even answer that's what I'm assuming is going to happen. They won't even address my questions as to how is this one different from all those other times. But I'll keep you guys posted and we'll see. And you're 100% right. that's why they need that type of lawsuit. And if something happened, again, where Sony Music came through and said, oh, well, we'll just copyright claim all of them, and they shut my channel down, I absolutely would sue them. I'd have no choice. You'd have to sue them. Because, again, this, they're taking away what I want to do and a source of revenue for me. And they're doing it in a most underhanded way. In when you're willing to say on one day that this is perfectly acceptable, I take that to mean that it's always acceptable, and then they just randomly say, no, now it's not. Hold on, I'm going to make sure I didn't miss any super chats, but I completely agree with Brother Malachi. Where are we here? Poppy, my favorite ginger, says, I'll tell you what's dark about me. Hang out with me if you like to see 9/11 videos, documentaries, etc. That stuff's interesting. Holocaust films, documentaries, and reviews of Final Destination. I see, all that stuff interests me too. I mean, not even on a ghoulish sense, just because, especially 9/11 is part of history. And I'll tell you what was difficult, though, is when we were in New York and we went to the 9/11 museum. That's difficult. That's hard to, man, that really gets to you. I missed super chat? Okay, thanks, Igor. Hold on, let me go. I got a page that just, PA Cowboys fan. High School DxD Season 4 Uncut is now available. Yeah, thanks, pal. Actually, I knew that, and that goes back to what I was talking about trying to figure out time frames, because what I want to do is I want to put them up at the Goosh, but I don't want to interrupt the things at the Goosh that everybody is watching now, that have been voted for, that we're into. So what I'm trying to do is make enough time to just on my own go through and react to that season and post them over there. Excuse me, but thank you for that. I did see they were out. Now I just got to find time to watch them and post them, because what's going to happen now with this strike, now with YouTube willing to come down and say these things, obviously I'm going to have to be even more careful about what I post. And that's why, this is why I'll make a standalone video about this, because I've done it in the past. And again, I'll do it again just for those who are newer to the channel or whatever, or missed the previous ones. That's why I do get irritated over at the YouTube channel when I get the comments about how, well, he moved all the anime to Patreon because he only wants you to watch his videos if you pay money. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? If you've been here any amount of time, I think, personally, I've gone above and beyond doing anything I can to try and salvage them over here. And to this day, just yesterday, I posted a bunch more Hunter x Hunter video links on my own website so you guys can go watch them. And when Hunter x Hunter's done, because the Gooshers are such a genial group of people and are so willing to share what they sponsor, I'll start another series over there. I'm doing all I can to keep anime reactions here at the channel. It's just, this is what I face, day after day. First, YouTube says, oh, these are fine, they're within fair use. I do a whole series, then YouTube says, what are you talking about? These aren't within fair use. Your copyright strike stands. Now, if they file more, we'll get rid of your channel. Brother E says, what's the difference between Batman and a black man? Batman can go to the store without Robin. Oh, and he's got the rim shot. Boom. Oh, that's rough. That one's brutal. Why haven't I watched the ERB Goku versus Superman? I didn't watch that one. I thought I did. And besides, Chauncey, you can fill in that blank with anything. Why haven't I watched the ERB whatever? I'm just trying to catch up on them now. So, I mean, if I haven't watched them yet, it's simply because I haven't gotten to them yet. Let me look. I thought I watched, maybe it wasn't that. I thought it was ERB Goku versus Superman, but maybe not. I watched a bunch of Goku versus Superman videos from different creators, so let me see. Goku Superman. Right here. It was posted on September 27th, 2016. Hold on a second, guys.
Hey, guys!
Alright, got that. If you want to see that video, it is right here in the link I just posted. Hey, I thought I'd seen that because I really enjoyed that one. Let's see. Fuck off, Train Indeed. Oh, dude. It's got. I swear they've gotten even more regular than they ever have been, and I didn't think that was possible. Because different, especially now when I have a vacation coming up. You guys know I get a bunch of videos done ahead of time to keep everything like I just did on the week we were gone, and I'm going to be gone for a shorter period of time in June. But because of that, I'm putting in extra long days, so I'm recording at times that I generally never record, and it doesn't matter. Those fuckers are still just flying by here one right after the other. Either they know when I'm recording, or they just never stop over there. One of the two. I used to like Trains the Lone Wolf until I started trying to record videos, while living basically under the railroad tracks. Powerhouse Gaming says, "Hey Curtis, I'm sorry about the stupid strike. It happens. I didn't expect it from YouTube, but it happens. Fuck the Japanese company and really fuck YouTube. That's where I'm at. I have a suggestion for you. Watch the Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel trailers. They are awesome. I don't know. I'd have to look into it. I don't know if that's something that everybody would be into or not. I have to see what they're about." So Chrome says, "So I'm wondering, after seeing Zuko's backstory and finding out about Iroh's son dying, does it change your view of Iroh at all?" Not really, Chrome. I mean, you see that glimpse of Iroh making the joke about, well, if there's anything left of that village after they burn it down, or of that nation after they burn it down. So it kind of tells you that in his day, Iroh was willing to take out whoever Iroh felt he needed to take out. But no, it doesn't really hurt. I mean, that's the nature of war, I guess. And who Iroh's become is just such a fantastic character. That's one. It's so tough for me. That series, I like Sokka and I like Iroh both so much. I don't know who is my favorite of the two. It changes all the time. Diamond Dog, the train is the real star of this channel. That's the sad. That falls into the sad but true category. Diamond Dog, you are correct. Michael says, "Oh, for context on that trailer, the woman is a villainous Liliana, who after being reminded of failing to save her brother, turns on her master, the dragon." Ah, okay, now I'm trying to remember what I had watched. That would have made more sense. Yeah, that, like I say, the visuals in it, Michael, were fantastic. Insanely good. But I just, I wasn't really following anything because I don't know anything about that game. But it was, yeah, the visuals were just nuts. Really well done. Ratchet Fan says, "We had fun at Disney Cruise." Yeah, we did. Thank you. Yes, we did. Also hope the shirt I sent you fits. I just got 3XL since I didn't know how big it would be. You could shrink it to. Oh no, 3XL will fit me. I go anywhere from 2s to 3s depending on the style. But I'm going to try, guys. I've got a bunch of stuff backed up. That the only reason I took the PO box down off the description of the videos was not because I didn't want to give you guys a way to contact me. You're always welcome to. I just get so far behind because I have been working to try and keep everything up on the channel, that I've got a bunch of stuff here. I got to do an unboxing, and I will. I'll get to it as quickly as I can. But 3X is fine. I'm a big boy. Wolverine says, "Goosh me like one of your altar boys." Gimster says, I like this. "The following is a fan-based parody. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT are all owned by Funimation, Toei Animation, Fuji TV, and Akira Toriyama. Please support the official release." It's fun. How do any of us not have that memorized? and it's so funny too, because even like when Gimster posts it, even just reading it, you hear it in one of a selection of many different potential voices that could have said it. Those were good. Those were good days. Those are a lot of fun. We watched a lot, we've had a lot of fun here watching shit together. I mean, I think back on the channel to, of course, the first introduction I had to anime was DBZA, the abridged. And I think about all the fun we had with that, then all the fun we had watching Naruto on the channel. And now, unfortunately, we're having to move stuff, though. But Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was a blast. Hunter x Hunter was insane. One Piece is great. We're really at the goose right now. We've got a real top shelf main 3 that we're doing. Not to mention the Goosher 100 vids. Alpha just sponsored another episode of Mob Psycho 100. I can't wait to get to that too. That's turned into a really good series. But goddamn, One Piece, Avatar, and Yu Yu have been stunningly good. All 3 of them. Excuse me. Colton says, hey, Curtis, still a bit bummed about ReZero, but I'm looking forward to starting the next series a bit sooner. Next one is absolutely rad, plus I'll be able to sponsor the whole thing. Oh, yeah, well, that for those of you who don't know what Colton's talking about, I had another Curtis brain fucking hemorrhage. I had a complete brain fart with ReZero, with Colton sponsoring ReZero, and everybody had told me that ReZero has episode 1A and 1B. Everybody said it. I got no one else to blame. I watched 1A. It was really good. I go to watch the next episode, and when I came back from vacation, totally blanked out on it. And instead of going to 1B, I went to episode 2. Now, the worst part about that was, and we were kind of laughing about it, it is almost comical. If my memory wasn't so abysmally bad, I would have realized that something was amiss, that I was missing too many parts of the story. But my memory's so shit, that happens to me all the time anyway. So I'm watching it and going, God damn, I forgot a lot. And even, I will admit, even I was thinking, man, that's a lot for me even to forget, especially when one of them was this chick with the cleavage. I usually remember that. But it wasn't enough to make me stop and go, hey, wait, maybe I've screwed up. So I had watched 2. I didn't think there was any sense in posting them completely out of order. So then I went back and watched 1B on my own. And the fights in 1B that was crazy. Holy shit, that chick is a badass. She's scary. I mean, with boobs like that, if she wants to beat me up, I'm fine with it. But holy cow. Straga says, speaking of sprite animation fights, Curtis should watch DBZ Goku versus DBS Goku by Renjutsu. It's well researched and very nice looking. That would be interesting. But how would DBZ Goku keep up with DBS Goku when he's got Ultra Instinct though? Yeah, but Ultra Instinct is not something that's like just there for the asking for Goku. So I guess I don't know. That would be interesting. Brother says maybe we should hear Doggy Doge, please. Oh, I'd have to bring them in. I'd have to bring them in at some point. Right now they're down, as you can hear, they're downstairs because my wife and Brax, I think, my wife just came in. Brax is working on. We're redoing Braxton's room. It was just needed a paint job really bad. Needed some work done on the floor. So he's in there painting in his room right now. And my wife came in. I'll do one of the streams. I'll get at least some of the dogs in here. I'll at least get you that. I will admit to having a favorite. That dinosaur dog and I really have become best buds. She just, plus it's like she's gotten so big, she's over 110 pounds, and she likes to give hugs. And for her hugs, she'll raise right up on her hind legs, puts her front paws on you. Me and Brax are the only ones she can do that to, because the girls, my wife even, she'll knock them right over, and she knows that. She's very good about it, about allowing for her size. So I think that's one of the reasons we have a connection, is I can do more with her because she's such a big lummox. I must know the Sinister twist. BTG, what it was is, I'll give it to you in a nutshell. I got another copyright strike filed by Sony Music Japan. Counterclaimed it, as I always do. Have done many, many times before. This time, instead of sending the counterclaim through and letting Sony Music Japan just drop it as they always do, YouTube decided that I don't have a legitimate claim here, and they're not even sending it through to Sony Music Japan. So basically, YouTube accused me of copyright infringement, is what they've done. There's no two ways about it, and I don't know how they come to that conclusion, particularly when the last dozen times this happened, they were right on board with me saying, oh yeah, that makes sense. Send it along and let them take action if they want to. So that was the Sinister twist this time. Speaking of large breasts. Oh, I like speaking of large breasts. Philip says, for whatever reason, I have a thing for girls that pad their chests, really, and get embarrassed when people point it out. Please send help. That makes me flash back to Konosuba. I like that, Philip. I like that. Well, unfortunately, guys, I hate to end this on a quick note, but my wife's got a bunch of stuff. She was just at Walmart getting more supplies for the stuff we're doing in the house. I got to go help her carry it all in. I didn't think she'd be back this fast. I thought she was still over there looking. Stuart Stokes says, to clarify the Goku versus Goku fight, it's DBGT versus DBS. SS4 versus SS Blue. This is the DB Super manga, which at the time Goku didn't have alternate sync, but it's made. Okay, gotcha. I would like to watch that. I would like to watch that. The only thing I got to watch now, Stuart, is, again, on our channel, anything with anime content, I can't really post as a reaction video right now, because even stuff, it's happened before, even stuff that's been up on YouTube for ages, I post it in a reaction and I get the strike. So that once I get the strike cleared, even if it's waiting out the 3 months, which it may be, then I can post stuff like that, but I can't take any chances. Now, she says, goosh, 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 goodbye. But guys, what I was going to get back to Goosh Works safe, I will, BTG. I like when you guys whip me. Hit me with that whip. Tell me to get to work. But I will definitely get back to Goosh Work. But I got to go help my wife out. And what I was going to say, though, is I will be able to do more of these streams now. I've got my schedule cleared up. And what I'm going to do, since I got to be really careful about what I post, I think we'll take a lot of our anime discussions and just bring them here to live streams. Because to me, the anime discussions, discussing what's going on at the Goosh or whatever in anime we want to discuss, it's fun doing it in the live streams, because then I can have real-time conversations with you guys instead of, just waiting and reading comments. Goosh me raw, daddy. I'm a filthy altar boy, Wolverine says. But I know this was kind of a short one. I apologize for that. But again, I didn't think my wife would be home so quick. But I do promise you there will be a lot more streams. I can't promise them every day, but there will be a lot more streams, certainly, than there has been recently, because I miss these a lot. That's why I wanted to try and squeeze one in, is just because I've been missing doing them so much, and just missing chatting with you guys. And when the whole thing with the strike came up, it's like, I got to share it, and I got to share it live. I don't want to just make a video. But thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thanks for the conversation. Thanks for the sympathy. Thanks for the offers of nukes, too. Don't think that I'm not seriously considering them. And I will be back with live streams regularly, I promise. And again, we'll have to be careful with any anime content here at the channel, but we'll continue watching our ERBs and doing anything else that we just have a good time with here. And I will continue bringing over stuff, the Hunter x Hunter from the Goosh, and then when that's done, I'll bring you guys over something else, and we'll still have the live streams have anime conversations and stuff in. Well, I'll never let anime not be a part of this channel. I love anime too much. But again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. As always, pamfu, sticky stuff for everybody. I did that. My hands actually felt kind of sticky. Oh, that's right. I was masturbating while we were talking. I probably didn't need to bring that up, but yeah, I forgot I was. Oh, yeah, it is sticky. Sticky stuff for everybody. We'll bang, okay? Flashily like our boy Buggy. But most importantly, guys, and never forget, goosh, 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 goosh. Goosh.